Page 33, bells in the distance. Now we're getting a little trickier on the dynamics. Now I'll talk about it when we get to the dynamics. So until then, let's go through our routine of learning a piece of music. It's 2 lines long and there's no repeat sign, so it's just 2 lines. Treble and bass clef. We're back to 4/4 time signature. We got quarter notes and half notes and whole notes. Think we can handle all that. I'm going to take the right hand first. Let's make sure we have the notes and the rhythms and all that. So you're starting out with third finger on E here. That puts your hand here. And just make sure you got the notes and the rhythms. 3, 4. 3, 4. So you go through and get those right. And again, I connect everything when I'm doing this. In the left hand, we have the C chord. See here? And that's tied for 2 measures. You hold it down for 8 counts. And you'll notice that there's a curved line for each note in the chord. That's important because in a chord, you don't have to tie all the notes. Let's pretend that the bottom curved line on that chord isn't there. You only get the top 2. Well, that means you play the bottom note again. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hold these down, you play it again. And that happens sometimes. So you'll got 1 or more notes in a chord that are not tied. You got to play those again. So be careful. Don't just assume they're all tied on a chord because they're not. Here they are. They're all tied. And that's about all the left hand does until you get the G. Okay, put the hands together where you're here. Tie the left hand. Then you play them together. Okay, the last 2 measures. So you just get 1 note in the left hand. Get the notes and the rhythms. No hesitations. No looking at the keyboard. You got it. You can feel this. You know which keys the fingers are on. And then we add the articulation. Now the slurs, again, I don't know if they're slurs or phrases. You have to study the music. Well, I have to play a little quicker because it's easier for me to hear it if it's a sentence. Yeah, to me, okay, that could be 2 sentences. So here, that's 1 sentence. Okay, so it looks like we're dealing with phrases, and you lift up between the phrases. Just slight lift. That's all right. Then the dynamics. Well, they have 2 dynamics given. I don't like, that's not the way music works. They got an F in between them for forte for loud. And what they're telling you is that applies to the upper staff. And then underneath the bottom staff, they have an MP for mezzo piano for soft, telling you the left hand or the bottom staff stuff should be soft. Again, that's not how music works. I would prefer you take a pencil and cross out the MP. All you need is 1 dynamic. And that applies to the melody, and you keep everything else in the background. How soft it is, it depends on the situation. With a chord with 3 notes, I may have to play those soft. Except since I'm playing loud here, I can probably play a little louder down here. So medium soft is okay. The point is, I don't agree with having 2 dynamics like that. A lot of method books do that. I have to explain that's not how music works. But the point is, you're going to be heavy in the right hand. And you're going to be light in the left hand. At the same time, can you play this loud and this soft at the same time? That takes some practice. It's not easy for a lot of people to be able to do that, but I'm asking you, keep at it. It comes over time, so just keep at it. That's all. Now, when you get down to the last 2 measures, that's melody there. You're going to play that the same as the right hand. You're not going to play it medium soft. So it sounds like 1 hand played all of that. So it's the chords that are going to be soft. And they're only going to be soft because they're not part of the melody. Then we add the pedal. Because we always learn a piece without pedal first. Then we add the pedal. Well, they're only pedaling the last phrase, or the last 2 measures. So what I want to do is I want to push the note down first and then the pedal. I want to start the sound before I release the dampers. So it's here. I'm going to hold it down for the whole 2 measures. And I'll lift it up with the hand at the same time. And that's all they're doing with the pedal. They don't like it, but that's what they're doing, so okay. I guess that's the bells where they start ringing out and getting in each other's way. Yeah. So when you play it, because you're using pedal, make sure that foot's on the pedal at the beginning and you leave it there for the whole piece. Don't copy me. You take it at your speed and your loudness and all that. And once you're comfortable with it, let's try it together very slowly. I'm going to play both hands about the same. I don't do dynamics in this. I just want to check and make sure you have all the right notes and rhythms. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. And I will do the pedaling though. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4.